Okay. We call this meeting to order at 7 o'clock p.m. Can you please read our mission statement? Our mission is to inspire and empower our students to reach their full potential through opportunities and experiences in a safe, diverse, and collaborative manner. Okay. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. Nice to see some more smiling faces here today. Thanks for coming. All right. Roll call, please.
Trustee Anderson.
Present.
Trustee Belkowski. Trustee Guerra.
Present.
Mr. Lee.
Present.
Trustee Donovan.
Present.
Trustee Wall.
Present.
Trustee Miller.
Present. Hey, we have a four. All right. That's gonna be. You guys hear me? Be it so resolved that the Board of Education accepts the March 4th, 2026 agenda as presented. A board member requests an item be removed from the agenda to superintendent's recommendation. Can I have a motion? So moved. Moved by trustee Wall.
Support.
Supported by trustee Henry. Roll call, please.
Trustee Anderson.
Yes.
Trustee Belkowski. Yes. Trustee Guerra.
Yes.
Trustee Donovan.
Yes.
Trustee Wall.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes, motion carried. Public comment on agenda items only. Do we have public comment? No public comment? Okay. On to superintendent's report.
Thank you. So we have 3 items this evening. We are getting a little feedback, so as we get into the presentation, we're going to try to make this work for the budget stuff. But it is my honor to introduce Mike from the Cruising the Ave. And Mike, how do you say your last name? I know I'll mess it up. Dupont. Okay, so Michael, welcome. Could you have your crew come on up and stand up and do introductions and go on with the information that you're going to present. I think they have an exciting event coming up that they would like to speak to everyone about. So. Sorry, I can't hear me.
So we're here today because we'd like to.
One second.
Second. Maria? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Go ahead. So I'm one of the co-founders of the Cruising the Ave. We started as kind of a fun little thing because back in the day when we all went to these schools and cruised Annapolis and met all of our friends before social media, that was our way of contacting people and finding out what a party was or sporting event or whatever. So anyway, we got a bunch of people together, and then what happened, I decided, like, hey, let's try to do something for the community, so we started giving back to the community. This is our 5th year now. I hear the echo, so.
Sorry.
Am I too close?
No, you're totally fine.
Okay. So, this year, we want to try to donate to the athletic department in memory of Andy Kwame, which from Annapolis, and a teacher there. So, I want to get your permission for that. Anything else we need to add? Yep, the event's going to be June 13th. So we get sponsors, we sell T-shirts, cookies, so forth, and we raise money to help give back. Last year we did with you guys in the band class. Our first year we didn't get to raise any money. We just, had a group of people that met, and it turned out to be good. So we decided, hey, let's do it again next year and see if we can start raising money for the community. The second year was for Annapolis robotics class. And we helped out D7 the prior year, and last year was the junior high thing. So, and this year we want to do it again. So, We'd like to get you finished. Yeah, we appreciate it. I joked around when they redid it. I'm like, they redid it for us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Well, I have to say, a few of us here used to cruise.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I know. No, I just appreciate you guys doing it. It's awesome.
Just anyone can come. Oh, good question. Yeah, we have all kinds of power questions. I do have a convertible Jaguar.
And so if you all don't know, Jimmy here, he owns 342, and he does host the Anapalooza.
Yep.
And which was last weekend. So thank you for hosting that and letting them use the venue, and then he comes here. So appreciate that so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Just a second. Okay.
I know, I'm sorry. Sorry. But thank you guys. Oh, volunteers. You hear that?
Thanks.
Thank you. Get in your photo. Yeah, you don't have to vote on that. Nope, you don't have to vote on it. Yep.
You guys are good to go, yep. Okay, so very good. Dr. Getzinger, can you hear me? Yes. So the next two items are together in the superintendent's report, the 2025-26 amended budget and the short-term loan. Before we turn this over to you, I'd like to make a few comments, okay? So this is in regards to the 25-26 budget. We are experiencing major budget issues with this year's budget that have impacted the 25-26 school year and will impact the 26-27 school year budget. However, for this year's budget, we're not anticipating making any changes. So a lot of the information that you hear will be about this year's budget. We have our programs running. They're running well and effective, so we're going to keep those in place at this time. The results, there are a number of issues that impact this budget, and we're working to address them. One of them is during ESSER years, the state-directed school districts across all over the state to use the federal funds to expand staffing and support students. We did that. We responsibly added staff and programs to meet students' needs. The federal ESSER funds are now expiring. Additionally, the state foundation allowance increase for this last year was offset by increased retirement costs that were passed on to the district. Combine that with a lower projected student count, significantly lower than what we projected, all of these factors have had a negative impact on both this year's budget and next year's budget. School districts are funded on a per pupil basis, so when there's a decline in enrollment, it not only impacts the general fund, but it also impacts grant funds. So over the past several weeks, district leadership has been engaged in intensive budget work to review current realities and projections. As a result, we are presenting an amended budget this evening, and that's what Dr. Getzinger will go over for this school year. Planning for next year has already begun, with the goal of ensuring that we are making the best decisions to educate all of our students. Steps have already been taken. We made a move to open up our schools of choice to unlimited. We've capped that in the past, so we've opened that up. The board already moved on that for all grades K through 12. What we found was the enrollment process is a hindrance, and we want to break that barrier for our families. So we're going to have all kinds of folks there to help out. We have some board members that have already volunteered, which I do appreciate. We'll have technology there. We'll have we'll let parents know what they need to bring to enroll a student. Enrollment, keeping an eye on what the state is doing. As you know, the governor released her budget, and now they're waiting for the House and the Senate to release their budgets, and the three of them come together and they decide on the school aid budget. We were hoping that it happens before it happened last year. If you recall, it was very late last year. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. We want to grow the district and move forward. We have a lot of great things that are going on here at E7, and we want to showcase those and really focus on the students that are here. How can we meet their needs so that they can grow and prosper, and the new students and new families coming in, how we can best meet their needs. So we are going to make the best decisions for the districts, for the district, for the students. So any questions about that before I turn it over to Dr. Getzinger? Okay. Maria, go ahead.
Yes, please.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so we started we had our 25-26 original budget. We had originally projected $43,016,557. at our mid-year amendment, we are anticipating that our revenue is going to be 38,890,574. If you look at where the major drop was, it was in our state revenue. Majority of that coming from the change in our pupil enrollment for the year was quite unexpected that we had such a large decline. Page 3 outlines a little bit more in detail the revenue line items that you can anticipate, where you see the changes coming in. And if you have any specific questions, I will take those probably at the end. That might make things smoother for the way we're presenting tonight. So we had originally projected a balanced budget. We had $8,109,776 in fund equity. Our revenue is coming in estimated at $38,890,000. Our expenditures at $45,105,000. And so our revenue in total is about $4 million less than we anticipated. Our expenditures are about $2 million higher, just talking in big numbers. And so that's creating a $6.2 million variance between our revenues and expenditures. And so we are anticipating that our fund equity will end up at $1,919,211. So on the bottom of page 3 is the only place where you'll see the fund equity presented in this presentation, because it is a balance sheet item and we are mostly speaking about revenues and expenditures. So on to page 4, this is our expenditures. We were anticipating 43 million. I'll move up to the graph here so you can see where we spend most of our money on, which is obviously instruction and instructional support, as it should be. We were anticipating our expenditures would be 43,016,557. I have them coming in at 45,105,617. And this schedule is broken down by how or where we spend our money, like in what areas, instruction, instructional support. So you can see those changes. Page 5, let's move on, are the same expenditures, the same 45 million, the same 43 million previously. And you can see where, in what object codes we're expecting these increases at. So this is where our $2 million is coming in. And again, we spend the majority of our money on salaries and benefits because we are dealing with people. Page 6 and 7 is a breakdown from a comparison of the original budget to the amended budget based on function and object codes. So you can see where our increases are based on where we spend them. I guess we could start at the top here. So the function code here, for instance, 111 is elementary, and we're spending $5,544,719 on salaries, for instance. So you can see our total cost by function and object code. Let's go down to the bottom, and we are roughly spending 49.2% of our budget on salaries, 31.4% on benefits. And so that is 80.6% of our entire budget on salary and benefits if we're using expenditures, and 75.7% of our budget if we are comparing our fund balance to revenue, or our salary and benefits to revenue. The remaining pages in the budget book are just all of the functions that we're using and what they mean, just in case you had any questions about what those might be. So I know this has been a strange way to present this information to you, as I am unavailable to be on site with you this evening, but I just wanted to pause and see if I could entertain any questions.
Trustee Beltowski?
Hi, can you hear me, Maria?
Can you hear me, Maria?
I can, thank you.
Okay,
I am wondering, why
if we are down
150 students approximately at $10,000 per student roughly, that's $1.5 million. Where did the rest of the money, where is the shortfall? Am I missing something here?
No, so also as part of our projected budget for 25-26, we anticipated a 50 student increase in enrollment. So not only did we lose 140 students, we also did not or have the 50 students enroll that we had projected in our projected budget. So even though our pupil count is down 140 from one year to the next, from a budgetary perspective, it's approaching 200 FTE. So hopefully that answers your question.
Okay, but
Okay, but that's still only 2 million, and you're saying that we're short
almost 7.
almost
Yep.
7
So let's go take a look at,
million.
so let's take a look at page 3. This outlines it a little bit more. We also anticipated that so if you recall, Superintendent Kleinhans said that the state budget was resolved late in the year. I think it went into September because the state's fiscal year starts October 1. When we were going through the budget planning process with the governor's budget, the House and the Senate, they were all talking about a at-risk increase to our Section 31A money. We budgeted for a 30% increase in our at-risk money, and actually our 31A money was actually cut when the budget was finally resolved. So that has thrown a lot of school districts for a loop because there was no mention of a reduction in 31A through the whole budget planning process at the state level. So that is the majority of the difference.
Okay, so I'm seeing that's $1.3 million. So total A and special ed, Keith Lee, 51C, it looks like those took a hit of $1 million each. That's also from the state, correct?
The first 3 numbers are related to the pupil count. So those 3 numbers make up our pupil count, and this 31A is our at-risk funding.
Okay, and then down under federal and state grants, Perkins Grant, Title Grant, and IDEA, it looks like those were all reduced too.
Yes, we actually did not receive as much money in those grants as we had originally anticipated.
Okay, are those grants based on student count?
They are, yes.
That's all. Thank you.
Trustee Welch?
Yeah, I have a question on page 6, line 231, Board of Education.
Yeah.
It was 168, but now it was amended budget to 230,000.
Yes.
Can you explain why there was a big jump there?
So if you recall in 25-26, the district faced some legal challenges from a particular parent related to a group of parents. From my understanding, wasn't really well informed about or in on the know, nor should I be, about those kinds of issues related to special education. We did not anticipate that our legal fees were going to be that high as they were in 25-20 or in the original budget to the amended budget. But the majority of the increases in Function 231 are related to tracking our legal fees to date and having to increase those. And we also had about $10,000 in our board member training account, and it looks like we're going to need about an additional $10,000 to finish out the year.
Thanks.
Anyone else? So you're just mulling it over. Ms. Saroff?
There's not a line item for legal. I'm trying to find this. There is. So all legal is on the Board of Ed?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's in this number here, this 230,890. That's legal, auditing, all of your professional development. Any purchase service is falling under this in this $230,890.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you said an
And you said an additional
additional
10,000
expected
is
Yes.
expected between now and the end of the year?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Anybody else questions? No? Anyone? Are you guys good? Okay. Oh, yeah, hold on. We'll discuss that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, yep. I'm good. You can tell, okay. Go ahead, Maria, you want to discuss the loan?
Oh, sure. Okay, so moving on to the next agenda item. So I will stop my share because we won't need this any longer. So the next thing is, as you can imagine, the district is experiencing cash flow shortfalls to make it summer to make sure that we are able to meet our obligations. And when we track where our cash is from here to the end of the year, we are in need of a short-term cash flow borrowing to make it into the state aid note program, which starts on August 20th of the year, and it goes to August 20th. So every August 20th, we can jump into the state aid note borrowing program and borrow from the state at a better interest rate, because other schools that are interested in a cash flow borrowing will come together and help drive the interest rate down. But we don't have enough cash to make it to August 20th. And so we need a mid-year borrowing. We will, if the board approves this, we can put the note out on the open market and banks will bid on it. It would be short term. We are hoping to close by the end of March. We will pay that off on August 20th with our state aid borrowing and jump into the state aid loan program.
Anyone have any questions?
Did you say
Go ahead.
April and mean August?
August, I'm sorry, did I say April? I meant August. August 20th. Starts with an A.
So we're gonna put out the note banks bid on by the end of March?
We hope to close by the end of March, yes. If the board will approve the resolution this evening.
Anyone else? Questions? No? Okay, I think we're okay.
We're good.
We're good.
Okay, Maria, thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Yep,
Mhm.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks. And thank you, Michael, in the background for helping with all the technology.
The best contractor bilingual therapy, effective March 9th, 2026. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Balkowski, supported by trustee Wall. Questions or comments? Roll call please.
Trustee Balkowski, yes. Trustee Gyroff? Yes. Trustee Stefanovic? Yes. Trustee Wall?
Yes.
Trustee Winless? Yes. Trustee Anderson? Yes. Trustee Sterling?
Yes, motion carries. Item B, 2025-2026 budget amendment. Exhibit number B in your packet. Be it so resolved that the Board of Education accepts the 2025-26 amended budget as presented. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Wall. Supported by trustee Winless. Questions, comments? I have a comment, and tell me if this is not the right time. The budget, conferences came up. So in the budget, obviously, there's going to be a shortfall because of the conferences that we are planned on attending. So there's a few of us, because of the issues going on, we're foregoing those conferences. Myself, Winless, I think Wall, a few of us aren't going to be going to the national conference because we haven't booked rooms, we haven't done anything, so we're going to not going to attend those. Trustee Wall?
No, I was gonna say, I think that would go under like other business.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shut it down. Thank you. All right, we'll do that. Okay. We're ready. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gyroff? Yes. Trustee Stefanovic?
Yes.
Trustee Wall?
Yes.
Trustee Winless?
Yes.
Trustee Anderson?
Yes.
Trustee Belkowski, yes. Trustee Sterlini?
Yes, motion carries. Item C, short-term loan, exhibit number C. Be it so resolved that the Board of Education accepts the following resolution to approve a short-term loan of $7 million through August 20th, 2026 for operation purposes as presented. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Wall,
Support.
supported by trustee Stefanovic. Questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Trustee Stefanovic?
Yes.
Trustee Wall?
Yes.
Trustee Winless?
Yes.
Trustee Anderson? Yes. Trustee Belkowski, yes. Trustee Dyroff?
Yes.
Trustee Sterlini?
Yes, motion carries. Item D, second reading and adoption of proposed revised and reissued board policies, exhibit number 2. Be it so resolved that the Board of Education accepts the second reading and adoption of the proposed new revised and reissued Neola board policies and bylaws. 4,000 updates. Policy 4120, employment of support staff. Number 4120.01, anti-nepotism. 4120.04, employment of substitutes. 4213, student supervision and welfare. 4217, weapons. Other updates, policy 1613, student supervision and welfare. 3120, employment of professional staff. 3213, student supervision and welfare. 3217, weapons. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Belkowski.
Support.
Supported by trustee Winless. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Trustee Stefanovic?
Yes.
Trustee Wall?
Yes.
Trustee Winless?
Yes.
Trustee Anderson?
Yes.
Trustee Belkowski, yes. Trustee Dyroff?
Yes.
Trustee Sterlini?
Yes, motion carries. Unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business? Nope. Okay, new business. Do we have new business? New business. See if you have that. All right, District Points Pride, Mr. Kleinier.
So this is a little lengthy, so I do apologize. So just on a district-wide, of course, I spoke a little bit about this. All the planning is ongoing for the enrollment fair. Again, it's May 19th. Also, we're spending some really good community work talking about the Summer Discovery Program. That's the grant that we received. So there's all the planning of the locations, of the rooms we're going to use, where we're going to use, coordinating that with the food program, as well as the curriculum and all of those types of things. So some of the information has already started to go out, but you'll see more information on both those events that will be posted and sent out to our families. So we've been busy planning those things, but we have a lot of wonderful volunteers that have been working to put all these programs together for our district. At Madison, they've received boxes for each preschooler that have books, pencils, Play-Doh, and workbooks. They received them from the Dearborn Heights Library Organization, so we certainly thank those folks. At Bedford, we celebrated kindness in Black History Month. Bedford hosted a family Black History Gallery Walk and a scavenger hunt. Kindness Month was so much fun, and they finished with the assembly from the Pistons, so that was kind of a reward that they had. I don't know what the Pistons mascot is. I was there when Rory was there. I missed this
Hoops.
one. Hoops, is that what it is? Hoops. So, and I did attend the gallery. The students and the teachers did a wonderful job on that as well. So at Polk Elementary, Polk celebrated Black History Month. They did something every day. Students researched the lives and accomplishments of noteworthy historical figures, and Polk celebrated their achievements in their daily announcements. Polk held the Super U Assembly, where students participated in kindness, character building, and trust building activities. I think you guys saw pictures of that. It was a kind of a gooey event, right? So they had the green goo going on, but it was really a cool assembly. Polk is celebrating Reading Month in March with Scholastic Book Fair, Parent Night on March 26th from 5 to 6:30, and daily reading activities. They're getting ready for the roundup, which I already announced is April 16th at 6 o'clock. At Pardee, celebrated Black History Month every day. Students researched the lives, and I spoke of that about famous African Americans, so they did that work there as well. Quotes and facts were in their daily announcements, bulletin boards, student works were also on display, and I did get a chance to see some of that work. It was really cool. Our fourth graders also did Night at the Wax Museum, where students researched historical figures in correlation with Black History Month. Pardee is celebrating Reading Month in March with a Scholastic Book Fair, Family Reading Night. Theirs is on March 12th from 5:30 to 7. Daily reading activities and a green eggs and ham breakfast on March 4th. I hope I get an invite, so we'll see.
This morning.
I didn't get an invite. Wow. Maybe I should take that as a sign,
And a
right?
correction on the Wax Museum is actually tomorrow
Oh, it's
night.
tomorrow. Okay. Okay, very good. Thank you. Tomorrow night. And their kindergarten roundup, obviously, they're planning for that. At OW Best, they celebrated their academic honor roll awards last week. The students that earned silver, gold, and principals list were honored. Today, they had their staff and student basketball game. It's always a fun-filled, awesome event, and shout out and kudos to Chad Kelb for always planning it, and I didn't see any ambulances over here, so I'm hoping all the staff survived. Lastly, students that met both iReady goals and are going to have, so those students that met their iReady goals are going to have hot chocolate bar and donuts on Friday, and they will be able to add and create fancy hot chocolate drinks with their extras, and that's the iReady program that this Board of Education approved, and so they're using it quite effectively here with work students are doing. At the high school, Mrs. Finan organized our first semester Star Student Celebration. Students received certificates and a small reward to recognize their hard work. Dr. Joma, I hope I'm saying that correctly, has been closely tracking student attendance and celebrating improvements with certificates and prizes. I was in that classroom today, and she showed me she has money that kids can earn and stuff that they can do with that, so I thought it was kind of neat. Mrs. Stager and her leadership students hosted a mentor lunch, ordered pizza, and created a great experience for everyone involved. Dr. Prince, Mr. Kubitz, and Mr. Robinson took groups of students to Ferris State University for a college tour, giving them a chance to explore. Ms. Potter, the new art teacher, is blown away by the artistic talent at Annapolis. So many students push themselves and go above and beyond the requirements to express their creativity. It's such a joy to see. February 13th, they had 3 young ladies, and if I mess up these names, I apologize. Senior Natalie Furman, clarinet, junior Lexus Jeski, double bass, and junior Ella Wills, trumpet, represented Annapolis High School for the Wayne State University Honor Band. That is quite cool. In athletics, winter sports winding down right now. This evening, they're hosting the girls. Our girls are playing basketball, so we wish them the best of luck. We're hosting that event. Congratulations! We had a regional wrestling champion, Levi Foster, and individual team states were last week in wrestling. This weekend is the individual states at Ford Field. So if you've ever been there, it is absolutely amazing. I'll digress. I coached wrestling forever. We'd get up in the winter, we'd go to a tournament, it'd be dark. We'd be inside a dark gym all day. Well, no light. The tournament would end. We always had good wrestlers, so we were always there till the end, to the finals, and we drive home in the dark, right? So one of the things about Ford Field, as you guys know, it's light shines in, so it's a different setting for this event, but it is epic. All the best wrestlers are in the state there, and to be a regional champ coming out, the way it works is they flip the regions. So if you're a regional champ, you're number one, you wrestle the person that took fourth in another region. Now, some regions are tougher than others, so there are certainly upsets, but to be a regional champion does kind of set you up to do well in that tournament. So it's quite an honor. I was never good enough to get there, so congratulations to him to get there, and it's amazing. I've coached a lot of kids that have made it to the state meet, and it is quite an accomplishment. So, and congratulations to all the winter athletes for proudly representing D7. So I did get a lot of comments about our teams as they go out and about middle school and high school, and how they just conduct themselves very appropriately, and I just really appreciate that. So the virtual program is piloting an intervention plan to assist students who are struggling and not on track and are lacking basic skills that may prevent the student students from completing coursework and who are struggling behaviorally that interferes with their academics. So they're piloting that program. We'll see how that goes, hopefully well. In the curriculum area, get ready for the grand opening of the D7 Family Connection Lounge. Through the Michigan Family Mini Grant, we're transforming our board office lobby into a warm, welcoming space for families. Updates include fresh paint, comfortable new seating, a coffee bar, a dedicated children's area. As it is the first point of contact for many of our new families, we're committed to ensuring that every family, new and returning, has a positive and inviting experience. And this is from Dr. Finney. She wrote a grant to get this money, and I think she partnered with some other people here. But it should be good. And if I see Mr. Armstrong at the coffee bar, I'll shoo him away. Let him know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Scott. So, technology. So this is interesting. Shaheen put this. Our district website has become a high-traffic global destination, engaging users, because he monitors this stuff, 48 countries, including Peru, Estonia, Senegal. Impressively, U.S.-based audience has a 54% engagement rate, emphasizing that visitors aren't just clicking, but they're looking at D7. So I just thought that that was interesting. In our EL program, our EL teachers are rocking it across the district. This is from Nearmon with the WIDA alternative access for ELL testing. Kudos to all of those. So many of our EL students take the WIDA, and so they're working on that. Scott, do you have anything from special education?
I do. I have 2 points of pride for special education. First regards cross-categorical rooms. As you may recall, we are in the process of opening one at the middle school to serve the needs of some of our children with the most significant needs. And we are now going to be opening 2 sections at the elementary level, but we're doing it in a cost-neutral manner. So we've looked at the caseloads, we've looked at certifications, and we're going to be moving some numbers around in order to get the right people in the right places to support those children with high hours and high needs. So that's the first thing. The second thing, Mark brought this to my attention. The superintendent from Crestwood, correct, reached out to Mark and said that unfortunately they have to discontinue their ECP program. Westwood. Okay. So Westwood has to discontinue their early childhood program for special education students and asked us if we'd be willing to take those students, and we said absolutely, with open arms. And we spoke to Avery Shelton, who's our ECP teacher, and she's very excited about increasing our enrollment there.
And that's the program at Madison. So there are some steps that when school districts share special education programming, there's some steps, legal steps that have to happen. And so the superintendent, Mr. Stiles, is working on that to get all that paperwork done. And so, yeah, it is quite exciting that he's reaching out, and we'll have more kids in that program. So. Okay, so that's points of pride. Thank you, Scott. And I was just kidding about the coffee bar.
I do drink a lot of coffee.
He does drink a lot of, no, just kidding. So I'm very proud of all the good things that are happening in the district. You know, we're dealing with these budget issues. We're going to make plans that will make sure that we have the kids first in our decisions and try to do the best we can to increase enrollment, keep an eye on what's going on in Lansing. That's proves to be difficult at times, but we will do that and make the best decisions for the district moving forward. So, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Other business, right? Okay. The winter MASB conference. Did you want it?
I didn't bring it.
Did you bring? I brought some notes from when I took it, so I can give mine, or we can do it. You want to do it next time? Just shoot for it next time. We'll all do it together. Okay. If you guys don't mind, we're going to talk about the MASB conference and the advocacy on the next at the next meeting, Susan, if you don't mind. Sorry. Okay. Thank you guys for that. Okay, and then board committee update. Building site, no updates. Policy committee.
March 20th.
March 20th, thank you, at 1 p.m.
Yes.
At 1 p.m. at the board office. So we do have that.
When is
No finance committee up? You gonna finance committee? Okay. March 20th, sorry, policy committee. And then Derek has an update for the finance.
Susan, do you have one over there?
So this will go fairly fast because this is relating to everything that we already did. So we had a finance meeting on February 24th at the school board office, 7 p.m. Present was myself, trustee Sterlini, Mr. Kleinhans, Mr. Armstrong, and Dr. Gestinger. Trustee Dyroff was not able to be there. We had no old business to bring about at that time, but with the new business, I'm just going to do it in a nutshell here, basically, was we were talking about the 25-26 budget. We were also talking about the potential changes that might need to be done, not as in what specific changes, but that Mr. Kleinhans has a lot of work that he's going to need to do. And the other part was about borrowing from the state of Michigan. We have to do that temporary loan until we can do the state aid loan, which is in August. And but basically, as Dr. Gitzinger did say, though, we would only have one loan, though. We're not going to have like two separate loans. When we get the other loan, that would pay off the other loan, and that loan goes for a year. And then if we do need to borrow again, that new year loan would take care of the balance of the old loan and that. We've been in this situation before where we had to borrow and we slowly got away from it and we were in I call it the black because we would have red ink in that situation. So, so it's just, we know there's going to be a lot of work. So one of the things we did talk about, it was having more frequent meetings, and so we're anticipating like maybe monthly meetings, so that way we can bring something up to the board each month. And so we did have a tentative date for the finance meeting for
March 24th.
There we go. I thought I got cut off. Oh yeah. March 24th, 2027, so that's still a whiles away.
Sorry, I missed that.
I did too. Actually, everybody did. Trustee Drive won't be able to make that one, so I'm going to get out for a new date because
Okay.
I want us all to be there.
Yep.
So
appreciate
make sure of that. Oh, no, definitely. So, all the committee members, you'll get an email from me, and I'm just going to say, hey, this is the month, what days, and then I'll try to put it together. So, and that's all we have. We were there till 9:05 p.m. though, so it was a fairly long meeting. So, any questions? Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now for the other business that I was bringing up earlier. So because of the, budget issues and that, we had conference tentatively we were going to in April, a few of us. So we've decided, a few of us, that we haven't registered for rooms and flights, that we're going to put a hold on that and we're not going to go. Just because of everything that's going on in the budget, we're going to hold off on that. Mark has mentioned going forward, maybe you don't want me to mention this.
No, go ahead.
We're going to have we're not going to possibly, this is just in the works. Maybe each person is going to be designated a certain amount that they can use going forward. Here's your allotted amount. Use it however you want to. Or we have put a moratorium to people going to conferences and that till we right the ship. Just talk. So just know that that's coming. I know some have asked, can I go to this next year? And it's like, we're kind of in a holding pattern right now until we get this squared away. So does that make sense? Does that sound good, everybody? I know some of you guys have flights and all that, so.
No, I don't have a flight or hotel, so I would be willing to, as long as we get the refund back for the registration. Are we getting the registration fully refunded?
Yeah. We should. It's a month out. We should be able to.
Okay. And I would just say in the future, make sure that you contact everybody that had planned on going so we're all on the same page.
Yeah, it would just kind of came up, so yeah.
Okay.
Agree with you. I didn't ask because I thought, from my understanding from previous conversations, you guys had already had them booked, so that's why it's like, you guys go, you're booked. So.
Is this for,
The San Antonio trip,
okay, because I made my hotel reservation, so I'll,
but you haven't booked your flight yet?
no, but I need, so I don't, yeah. But
You
I-
can cancel your
Yeah.
hotel reservation still,
Yes.
if you choose to.
Yeah.
No, I just needed to know because I wasn't aware.
Yeah, no, that's on me, because
Okay.
my understanding was you both already had it already booked. That's from the conversations that I thought you had your hotels and flights already done. Yeah, so that's on me. I would have, I should have. I should have anyway, so I apologize.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
If there are going to be budget cuts into the 26, 27 budget, I do think that it would be in our best interest to put a moratorium on our conferences. At least you can, for the out-of-state, if there's travel involved. I can see if you want to go to a conference in Lansing, there's virtual ones that they offer. There's other ways that we can get our learning until we get the budget under wraps, you know, and get a better handle on where we are financially. That would be my suggestion.
Okay, so Susan, if you can check registration, see what we can do, see what we can get back, and then go from there, and then see if you're able to get reimbursed for the hotel.
Or just cancel it without a fee.
Yeah, see if there's, before you can, yeah, okay. All right.
And I'd just like to add, that's just my suggestion, and I think that that should be something that the board should ponder.
Right.
And then we would have to agree on that
Right.
for the incoming budget, because it would lower our amount.
Right.
So, which is, you know, helpful.
Okay, and again, I apologize, you guys,
That's
for
okay.
that. Anyone else, anything about that? Okay, any other business anybody wants to bring up? Okay, all right. On to public comment number 2. Come on up. State your name and affiliation, and please do not reference, if you can, people's names, derogatory, whatnot. I said that wrong.
Never.
Go ahead.
Jennifer Finan, Annapolis High School, English teacher. I'm here with many questions. The budget issue has us all a bit shook. We didn't know what was going on, so I was wondering when that will be available for us to see as teachers, as the district. Like, when will that information that was presented tonight be available? I don't know if you can tell me that yet, but we would like to see it and figure out what's going on. We are curious what our current fund balance is. We are very curious about what programs are going to be impacted by this financial dilemma that we found ourselves in. As a staff member who went through the freeze and for many years didn't get a raise, but many of us took the freeze in order to dig the district out. And this really feels like something that could head in that direction. I hope that it doesn't. I'm very concerned about that, though. And not necessarily just for me, but for the younger teachers that are in, that if you want to maintain a good staff, you need to make sure that you can pay them. And we're a little concerned about how this might impact payment for salaries, what's going to happen in that direction. We are wondering about, and when I say we, I'm talking for a variety of teachers here, I'm kind of representing a group, wondering about what programs we have in the district that maybe aren't being audited or maybe haven't been audited appropriately. Are we talking about staffing being cut in other areas other than just the schools? Like, where has the money gone? I know that you anticipated a lot more money coming in than you got, which is, I always thought you were supposed to lowball that stuff, so I don't know what happened there. What else do I have? Oh, and if there's a fund issue, again, with the staffing and things like that, when, I know it's like 60 days before the end of the school year, but layoffs of teaching staff, when will that be something that we'll hear about? I mean, we'd like to be informed, we'd like to be in the know, we'd like to kind of have an idea what's heading toward us. Again, a lot of young teachers here in the district that if we want to have them stay, we got to make sure that it's worth their while. And I know that other districts are suffering too, and I really appreciate the board pulling back and saying that you're not going to do things in order to help reduce wherever we can reduce. I don't know if there's any other ways that we can deal with this funding issue. I don't know how things went from so high to so low. It's very confusing. So yeah, we would like to see all that information because it was real hard to see up on the screen, and she talked really fast. So it was really hard for us to keep track. I wrote as many notes as we could. We got lots of notes over there. So yeah, is there anything I'm missing? I think that we're just very concerned. I mean, the older teachers remember the 10 years or so, I don't know how many years, 11 years that we didn't get a raise, that we stayed at our step, and we did it to help the district. I don't know that everybody wants to go through that again, and so we're very concerned. So I don't know when that information can be shared, but we would love to know. Thank you.
Thank you. And all your questions are on there that you wanted?
Yeah, it's kind of a hot mess.
Okay.
But it's all on there. I was writing a lot of information really fast, trying to get it all out of my head. Thank you very much for hearing me. I appreciate you. I know this is a tough time, and we want the district. I mean, a lot of us stayed here because we know that this is where we're supposed to be. We love D7. 25 years. I've been here 25 years. I could have gone anywhere, and I stayed here because it's where I was supposed to be, and I don't want to leave if I don't have to, and I want our district to pull through. We got a lot of great kids here. We got a lot of great things. I'd like to see us survive.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Anyone else? Okay. Seeing none, kudos.
There's a lot of them,
Yeah.
so.
All right, Ms. Dyroff, would you like to go?
To Karen Keenaz, school counselor from Marcy Jopi. Kudos to Ms. Keenaz for, and I apologize if I just slaughtered your name, for all the preparation and planning of Bedford's Kindness Month. From fun dress-up days to fun acts of kindness throughout the building. It has been a spectacular month. Thank you for arranging for the Detroit Pistons organization's visit to our school on Tuesday, February 24th. What a way to shoot for kindness. Thank you for making Kindness Month so much fun. To Miss Elizabeth Ortwine from Marcy Jopi. Kudos to Miss Elizabeth Ortwine for all the preparation and planning of Bedford's Black History Gallery Walk. Our family night was held on Thursday, February 26th from 6 to 7 p.m. Everything from helping create beautiful artwork with students, creating a fun scavenger hunt for kids to go on while at the gallery walk, to donating her own personal time to hanging up the masterpieces. She always goes above and beyond. Thanks again for your dedication. To D7, Young Fives, and kindergarten teachers, Danielle Osborne, Katie Schukert, Andrea Frendo, Dina Garga, Carrie Sanders, Deanna Ballheim, Karen Kriesel, Andrea Kurdunowitz,
Yep.
and Tess Reynolds from Claudia Portscheller, Marcy Jopi, and Don Lipinski. Many thanks to the Kindergarten Roundup team for preparing an amazing plan for Kindergarten Roundup this year. Kindergarten Roundup is designed to foster a homeschool connection with incoming kindergarten families. This year, Kindergarten Roundup is scheduled at Bedford, Pardee, and Polk Elementary Schools on April 16th at 6 p.m. The team not only prepared information for parents who attend, but also developed a marketing video, informative website slideshow, and other homeschool supports. Parents will receive information about enrollment, meet the teachers, and tour the classrooms. Kindergarten Roundup. Thank you so much for your enduring commitment to giving our incoming kindergartners a great start in school. And last, Alexis Wolf from Ryan Statfeld, helping to make the 25-26 Annapolis boys swim season a big success. Thank you.
This is to Will Clements from Ariel Brown, setting up our gym and cafeteria for our parent-teacher conferences. It was organized and worked out very well. Thank you again. This is to Ms. LeBlanc and Ms. Lefebvre from the Polk family. Thank you for Polk developing Reading Month activities and events. Ms. Lefebvre and, excuse me if I missed it, and LeBlanc worked together to develop a nonstop Reading Month extravaganza with a theme titled Who Would Win for Polk's Reading Month. It is supported by a series of reading activities and books designed to stimulate student interest and engagement. Every day there is a special reading event. Some highlights are the library book fair, Magic of Reading Assembly, and the Family Reading Night. Family Reading Night is scheduled for March 26 from 5 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Thank you so much, Ms. Lefray and Ms. LeBlanc for your commitment to making Reading Month an amazing time of the year where everyone wins. To Ms. Emily Caleb and Ms. Brianna Bilkovic, Bilkovic, from Marcy Jopi. Kudos to Ms. Emily Caleb and Ms. Brianna Bilkovic for all the preparation and planning of Bedford's March's Reading Month. Our theme is Superhero Family Night. Our family night will be held on Tuesday, March 24th from 4:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. Everything from superhero bingo to creating your own cape are just a few of our spectacular events. Ms. Cal and Ms. Bilkovic are just some of the reasons that Bedford is truly the best. Thanks again for making reading so much fun. To Pat Antonosian from Carrie Hurd, thank you so much, Pat, for all that you do. When there is a need, you are there immediately and respond with thought and care. You are amazing, and I truly appreciate you.
This is to Victoria Gargasulas, Kristen Dews, and Allison Lefevre from the Polk family, dated February 23rd, 2026. For heartfelt appreciation goes to Victoria, Kristen, Allison, and Lily for helping turn the dream of having a school dog at Polk Elementary School into a reality. Their dedication to thoughtful planning, preparation, and training has been truly outstanding. Because of their commitment, Lily has successfully joined our Polk family as our new school dog, bringing comfort, connection, and support to our students each day. We are deeply grateful for the time, care, and passion each of you has invested in this initiative, and a very special thank you to Lily for becoming such an important part of our Polk family. To Megan Sears from Jennifer Finan, dated March 2nd. For always supporting the students and your peers, you are truly meant to be a teacher, and I am proud to call you colleague and friend. I am inspired by you on the daily. Thanks for being awesome. To Daniel Osborne, David Uriel, and Polk PBIS team from the Polk family, dated February 23rd. For all your hard work on PBIS initiatives this year, your efforts have truly made a difference at Polk. From the informative and fun-filled daily announcements, Student of the Month assemblies, and PBIS reward events, to the February Olympic Attendance Challenge, skate parties, and Culver's Night Out. Polk is a great place to be because of you. Thank you for your generosity, dedication, and commitment to serving the students at Polk Elementary School.
Can I just add about Lily? One of the best pictures that I had, and I think I put it in my newsletter, and I think you guys have seen it, was the word was out that Lily was coming that day. So Lily's in a classroom looking out the window, and the kids are waving outside from the playground in. It was really a cool picture.
Yeah, so, that's cute. All right.
To Kelly Potter from Jennifer Finan, dated March 2nd, 2026. We are so happy that you have come to Annapolis. The artwork you are doing with our students is outstanding, and it brings a smile every time I check the showcase. You are an amazing teacher, and I am personally very excited to see the direction you take our art program. The next one is to Miss Valerie Christopherson, math coach from Claudia Portella, Marcy Jopi, and Don Lipinski, dated February 23rd, 2026. Kudos to Ms. Christopherson for her exceptional leadership and dedication to improving student achievement. Her commitment to strengthening math instruction has had a meaningful impact on both teachers and students. Most notably, she played a pivotal role in the elementary school math curriculum review pilot. Who gave me this?
Sorry.
Y'all purposely gave me the hardest one. And recommendation process conducted over a 2-year period with all 3 elementary schools. Her expertise, collaboration, and steady leadership were instrumental to the team's success throughout her extensive process. We are deeply grateful for her commitment to excellence and the positive difference she continues to make for students in D7. Okay, I apologize in advance if I butchered this last name. To Ms. Hasna Sabah. So? Yep. Okay, so English language interventionist from the Polk family, dated February 26, 2026, for her outstanding dedication to serving English language learners at Polk Elementary School. She consistently goes above and beyond to ensure her students meet their academic goals and feel supported every step of the way. She generously gives her time to translate letters, attend meetings, and ensure that communication between teachers, administration, and families is clear, thorough, and meaningful. Her commitment helps families feel informed, valued, and connected to the school community. In addition to her instructional support, she works tirelessly to build strong relationships between families and the greater school community. Her compassion, professionalism, and dedication makes a lasting difference in the lives of students and families. We are truly grateful for all she does. And my last one, but not least, to Wafa Joma from Ms. Jennifer Finan, dated March 2nd, 2026. You are an amazing teacher doing incredible things for our ELL population, and I love your decoration. Thank you for being open to our questions and helping us understand many things, and for always having a positive attitude and smile. You are awesome.
Kudos for taking the long ones.
You paid Susan, didn't you?
Wait till you hear how long these are. To Dan Stanis from Ryan Statfeld, February 25th, 2026, for helping to make the 25-26 Annapolis boys swim season a big success.
That's it?
That's a lot.
Honestly, I just randomly put them out.
I thought it was you then.
Sorry.
Susan, I'm blaming you.
To Noah Kubitz from Ryan Statfeld, February 25th, 2026, for outstanding help to make the 25-26 Annapolis boys swim season. To Brian Buchanan from Ryan Statfeld, February 25th, 2026, for helping to make the 25-26 Annapolis boys swim season a big success. And because I felt so bad, I did take one from her.
Oh, sorry.
To Dan McIlhenny from Jennifer Feynman, date March 2nd, 2026, for doing amazing work with our students and for striving to improve everything every day, and for showing me how to use Peer Deck assessment. I really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for taking it. Okay, so I got one for Marshall Allenson, I'm sorry if that's right, from Jennifer Finan, from March 2nd, 2026, for doing amazing work with our students and for striving to improve everything every day. You are doing things that I am constantly amazed by, and you are taking great leaps to work with kids that need that special Mr. Allenson skill set. Well done, sir. You are amazing. And then I got for Pat Antonosian from Tanya Wells from February 9th, 2026. Thank you for making sure everything gets fixed around here. You are so hardworking, and I am beyond grateful that we have you at D7. Okay. And then I have one for Ray White from Tanya Wells from February 9th, 2026. Thank you for being so great at your job. I'm amazed at how many things you know how to fix around here. One day you are fixing my heating, the next the drinking fountain, and today it was my doorknob. Your intelligence and strong work ethic is admirable. Thank you for all you do without a single complaint. Sorry.
I have a couple. To Chad, is it Kelb? From Ariel Brown, dated March 4th, 2026,
for planning, coordinating, and running the Staff First Students basketball game. We look forward to this event every year. It is entertaining and fun to watch. Thank you again for creating this event each year. To Amanda Steger from Jennifer Finan, dated March 2nd, 2026, for creating a space for our students to learn about themselves in a way not many places provide. The leadership class is amazing, and newspaper gives the students a voice all their own. You are an inspiration and probably why I'm still teaching. LOL. Thanks for being my ride or die. To Mrs. Heather Welch, reading coach, from Claudia Porcheller, Marcy Jopi, and Dan Lipinski, dated February 23rd, 2026. For Mrs. Welch's outstanding dedication to improving student achievement in reading at the elementary level. As reading coach, Mrs. Welch has played a key role in the implementation of the UFLI Reading Initiative, providing training and ongoing coaching to teachers throughout this year and last. Her support in guiding staff through the UFLI strategies has strengthened instructional practices across elementary classrooms. Because of her leadership, our teachers feel more confident and equipped, and most importantly, our students are demonstrating stronger reading growth. We are truly grateful to Mrs. Welch's commitment to literacy and her positive impact on elementary students across the district. Awesome, guys. Awesome. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, board,
All
for
right.
reading those. I appreciate it.
And I was just joking, keep it coming.
All right.
We know who to pay off if, just kidding. All right, up next, adjournment. Be it so resolved that the Board of Education adjourns the meeting at 8:11 p.m. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Beltowski, supported by trustee Winless. Roll call, please.
Trustee Anderson? Yes. Trustee Beltowski, yes. Trustee Dyrov? Yes. Trustee Stefanovic? Yes. Trustee Wall?
Yes.
Trustee Winless? Yes. Trustee Sterlini?
Yes, thank you. Everyone, drive safely. Oh, look at this.